Understanding the real estate market you're currently in can save you thousands of dollars. So today I'm going to be going over exactly what the housing market is doing so you're not caught flat-footed, especially as we go into the spring selling season. Hoorah! Thanks for checking out our channel. I'm Eric Hudson with Keller Williams Realty here in Las Vegas, and a retired Air Force officer. My team and I get calls, texts, emails every day from people just like you looking to make that move to the Las Vegas area. And hey, we love it. We'll work our butts off days, nights, and weekends to make your move easier. It doesn't matter. We've got your back. We put out videos every week teaching you everything you need to know about living, working, and playing in beautiful Sin City, aka Las Vegas. So I hope you take a quick moment to smash those like and subscribe buttons so this video, this content can reach even more people via the YouTube algorithm, and hit that bell so you'll always be the first to know when we have a new video that's out teaching you everything you need to know about Las Vegas. Okay, so we're going to start going over what's happened so far. These figures came out about a week or so ago, and these are the official figures from the company Applied Analysis that does the analytical data for the local MLS, the Las Vegas Realtors. So we're going to start with the single family houses. That's where a lot of people like to start at. So for units sold for single family houses, it was 1,479, and that is up 11.6% from last year. The median price was $445,000, which is up 4.7% from a year ago. So we're looking at year over year. The average sales price was $569,513, which is up 7.1% from a year ago. As far as new listings that came on the market, we had 2,432 listings, which is actually down 1.8% from a year ago. And the median price for those new listings was $490,000, which is 7.5% from last year. New listings, over the last 7 days, we had 785 new listings. For price reductions, we had 474. For solds, we had 329, and that's for all units sold. So you're looking at single family, condos, townhomes, and all that. So looking at the single family homes, we have 3,551 available, which is down 34.8% from a year ago. So the inventory continues to tighten, and we now have an effective months of inventory on the lot, as we say, of 2.4 months, or minus 41.6%. Now we go into that condo and townhome market. We're looking at the units sold of 476, which is surprisingly up year over year of 19.6%. The median price is $275,000. That gives us an average sales price of $292,007. So that's minus 2.2%. New listings, we have 781, and that's up 22.6% from last year, believe it or not. The median price of those new listings was $285,500, which is up 7.2%, which gives us 1,136 units available, which somehow is down 7.9%. And it gives us an effective inventory of 2.4 months, which is down 23% from last year. So when we go back, we just look a month prior, because those were like the January numbers, because look at it now, we got to look at January. If we go back and just compare it month over month, so for single family, December, there were 1,518 units sold. The median price was $449,900. So yeah, it did come down month over month. Average sales price, $556,510. New listings, 1,500 on the dot, with a median price of $465, and the units that were available last month was 3,766. So the effective months of inventory last month was 2.5 months of inventory. Now this month, and we go into condos and townhomes, remember they group those together here. Even though in my opinion they're slightly different markets, they are lower priced than single family homes, but I believe they're slightly different markets, kind of a different audience and everything, but I don't get to make that decision, right? There were 463 units sold, median price of $270,000, with an average sales price of $296,724. New listings, 501, with a median price last month or back in December of $289,000. Units available in December, 1,133, with an effective inventory of 2.5 months. Now, we go back a year just to see where we came over this year's time and kind of what we're kind of comparing against a little bit. Single family back then was 1,722. Median price was $724,995 with an average sales price of $494,930. So new listings a year ago we had 2,243 with the median new listing price of $470,200. Units available for last year was 4,665. I'm sure you've noticed a difference. We have a lot less. Effective months of inventory is 2.7 months. Just real quick, where they come up with this effective months of inventory, it's the sales against what's on the market. So if everything were to go now, it would take and nobody were to list a home, period, it would take 2.7 months. If we go into condos and townhomes, we're looking at 450 units with a median price of $255,000 back then, average sales price of $269,006. So I guess Sean Bean is in now. Those of you remember GoldenEye, Sean Bean was 006. Who was no Ned Stark. New listings, 616 with a median price of $273,450. Units available, 1,155. Effective months of inventory is 2.6 months. Now, currently our inventory stands at 4,722. Of those, 3,789 were single-family homes, 406 were townhomes, and 739 are condos. And I don't know, there must have been some kind of a change in the system, because I said I'm going to try to give you more and more of information. And they didn't have anything for manufactured home. There's not even a way to select it anymore. So I don't know if they've decided to stop listing that category or what. That's going to be kind of a disservice, because there were still nice manufactured homes out there for people to get. As far as the high rises, the majority of those, of course, on the strip, we had 348 available. Now, of the entire inventory, what is available? They had one that was listed for $1. I don't think it's $1. I'm pretty sure it's an auction and they're doing the eBay thing, and they're going to start at $1 and let people bid it up, get their hopes up and everything, kind of like good old eBay. Remember that? A lot of times you just got screwed because you got into the moment. The max, so the most expensive house out there right now, you ready for this? $34 million. Wish to go see that one. The median price was $469,950 with an average of $806,014. Now, going into some of the others, I didn't break it down as much as some of these others, but hey, I said I was going to cover more stuff. Duplexes. There were 8 out there available for those of you who want to get into some investment property. Fourplexes, they had 42. Triplexes, they had 2. And they have this new category, House Plus. I got to get a little bit more into that, since I mainly don't deal with multifamily units like that. It hasn't been something that's on my radar scope. But if enough people ask, maybe I'll just go and talk about it. Let's figure out what a House Plus unit is. Like I said, there's 4 of those. And now let's go ahead and break it down, because, a lot of people want to know, hey, what all is out there for me? I live in Las Vegas. You're doing this entire thing about everything. Well, let's try to break it down between the different ones. I'm using an Altos report here. It's supposed to be good data, so we're going to find out by breaking it down by city and letting somebody else's fingers do the dialing. So according to them, in Las Vegas, the median list price of a home was $557,890. The median price of a new listing was $449,000, which doesn't make sense. Somewhere I think the computer spit up the wrong garbage, because usually it's the opposite. But that's what it said, and that's what I'm giving. I checked it twice, like Santa Claus. Got his list, checked it twice. Anyway, that's what it said. So the median days on market, this is the one you need to look at to see like where the market's going. So 63 days, that's the median. Sell faster, half are going to sell longer. Let's just be honest. Nobody has ever walked up to somebody and went, hey, how much do you need for this house? No, they're trying to get it for the cheapest possible. So there is a split between what the sellers want and what the buyers want, is what it is. Price decreases. We're looking at 31% with an inventory of 2131. And just in case somebody wants to know, again, I don't do rentals, just so you can know, median rent is $2,200. Now, if we go for condos for Las Vegas, the median list price right now is $300,000. Median price for new listings is $289,500. So it's kind of being the same there. So I guess people are getting a little more realistic, and the newer listings are being listed for less, or they just could be smaller. So we don't know if a lot smaller stuff are coming in, or things in less expensive neighborhoods. We don't know how that's going to compare, month over month, or whenever we run these reports, because this is what it is right here and now, today, as I do this. Median days on market, same as for houses, 63 days. Price decreases 21%. That's always bad for you as a seller, because when you have to do a price decrease, especially if you wait too long, the less money you're going to get for your house. I know everybody wants the same thing. They're like, I want the most money possible for my house. The most money possible for your house is if you price it right. If someone's trying, we call in the industry, buying the listing, where they're trying to say, oh, I've got some special this, that, and the other thing. The only thing they're doing is screwing you over, because all they got to do is, take them an extra month or two to collect a check. You're the one who's losing the most money. You could lose more money than you're paying in commissions because of doing this stuff. Be very careful. Inventory, 1,202 with the median rent price of $1,590. Let's go over to our friends in North Las Vegas, who like to call themselves Gateway to Nellis Air Force Base. I should be having another video coming out soon. I'm going to be doing this grand map tour and talking about all of the areas here in Las Vegas. For houses, the median list in North Las Vegas is $435,000. Median price of a new listing is $409,900. Days on market, median is 56. Price decreases, ouch, 38%, with an inventory of 468 homes. And if you're looking to rental in North Las Vegas for a single family home is about $2,175. Condos, the median is the same for the condos, 335 across the board. Days on market, 28. Price decreases 22%. Inventory, there's only 45 of them. Median rent, $1,809. And let's move down to the swanky place, Henderson, where the median list price, $620,000. Median price of new listings is $550,000, and the median days on market is 63 days. Price decreases, we had 35, an inventory of 749 homes. Median rent is $2,300. When we get to the condos, we're talking about a median list of $374,900, and the median of the new is $349. Days on market, 49. Price decreases 28%. Inventory, 210. And if you want to rent one of them, it's actually less than North Las Vegas, $1,779. How can it be $1,776? So I promised one individual who wrote a comment, they wanted to see like how many were cash, how many were FHA. I didn't break it down percentage wise, but I gave you raw numbers this month. So in January, 1,891 homes sold. That's single family, condos, townhomes, everything else. Of those, cash, 510. FHA, 353. My favorite, the VA, 149. Conventional, 824. If you notice, that cash is real heavy there. owner will carry 3. So this month we had AITDs of 0. I left that in there for a purpose because I wanted to talk about this again. And, some people are looking for owner carry, because maybe they couldn't get a bank loan or they just started a business or something like that. And some people will have the thought, let's see if they're trying to sell their house owner carry. In order to do owner carry, and I think I talked about this last month, you have to own the home, not be purchasing the home through a loan. If you're doing that, then it has to be a wraparound through an AITD. I actually had someone, when they saw the listing, because they actually owed the bank, they were like, no, it's owner carry. I mean, you sometimes have to explain the legalities of things because, on the other side of the Mississippi, they have things we don't have here, like land contracts. We ain't got no land contracts here. So next, other. I have no idea what other is. It can be anything. There are 19 of those. Private, we had 9 of those. 1031 exchanges, we had 12 of those. And what a 1021 exchange is, this is like you have investment property, you sell it. This is the way the rich stay rich because they don't have to ever pay taxes. They can keep exchanging these properties. So they sell one and then they identify other properties and then they buy them. It's a pure pass through and they never have to pay taxes. That's how the rich get rich. Learn about it. It's not one of the things I specialize in, but I know someone who's what's known as intermediary. They promised that they could come on here one day, and I never did take them up on it, but one day maybe I'll have them on here and we'll talk about 1031 exchanges. So there was one auction. There are auctions here. I'll just tell you up front because nobody seems to tell you what's going on. Auction.com. Yep, they're there. Assumables, there were 6. I'm talking about my assumables. Interest rates are going up. They went down. They got to, in my opinion, a really good rate. No, they weren't a real good rate. It's just that compared to what they were, I felt it was a good rate. I'm sitting here just saying, y'all better jump on it. And everybody's going like, oh, I want to wait a little bit because I feel the rates are coming down. Well, they went back up. Matter of fact, they went up quite a bit. In a second, I'll talk about the rates that I saw today. But assumables, you can actually assume someone else's lower interest rate. And I've talked about that in other videos. And if necessary, I'll go over it again. They don't seem to be that popular because people don't know how to do them. I did one, ain't gonna lie, it was a little painful and it had something to do more with the lender or the servicer than anything else. It should have taken the same amount of time as any other, just was dealing with a bad servicer, okay? Next contract to sell, there were 2. HomePath, you had 1. HomePath is a government program. It's not FHA, it's like Fannie Mae or something, and they actually have their own program, so kind of interesting thing. Interest rates. Now, I have to put that caveat out here. I am not a lender. All I'm doing is pulling these from Mortgage News Daily, and let's leave it at that. So we are looking at 30-year rates today of 7.17%. I decided to put in what it was last month so you can kind of understand. It was 6.75% last month, and that's on a 30-year. For a 15-year, this morning from Mortgage News Daily, it was 6.55%. I'm not quoting rates. Last month, when I did this report, it was 6.01%. FHA, 6.65% today. A month ago, 6.16%. A 5.1 ARM, 6.88%. Last month it was 6.2%. VA, oh my goodness, 6.7%. And a month ago, it was 6.17%. So those are the rates. Just be watching those rates. I'm sure they at some point are going to come down to the 6s again for those of you on conventional mortgages. But watch out for that. It is better to go ahead and secure a house before the spring market because the spring market is anticipated to be very strong this year. Anyone who is putting a home on the market and they are not overpricing it, that home is selling within 1 or 2 weeks. The houses that spend those 2 weeks past that, the ones you see like the median is 63 days, that is because they overpriced the house. Do not ever overprice your house. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this monthly market update. As people ask questions, I try to provide information that will help folks out. If you love Las Vegas and the idea of what moves to Vegas stays in Vegas, we'd really love to have you join us here in Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Henderson. So keep in mind, we help you with your relocation or PCSs here to Las Vegas. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, or better yet, book directly on my calendar. We're happy to help make your smooth move to Las Vegas. Be sure to subscribe below, and you'll be the first to know the current market conditions here in Las Vegas when we put out new videos every week. The intent is to help you learn everything you want to know, the good, the bad, the ugly of living in Sin City. So if you would be so kind, shoot us a comment. Let us know any other questions that you may have or any videos you would love for me to make to help you learn more about Las Vegas. Also, hit that like button. It's what helps the YouTube algorithm put our information and content out there to even more great folks like you who are looking to make that move to Las Vegas. Or if you already live here, you still may want to know some information. It helps us so much. All right, that'll be it for the day, and we'll keep the lights on for you. And for my military brothers and sisters, Alpha Mike Foxtrot.